Hello, 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 everybody. It's your boy Randy, and we're back with another video. We are here once again, and I am doing a review on a show that we all love so much, but the live action version, which would be Avatar: The Last Airbender. But I'm only reviewing episode 1 to 3 of season 2 because I haven't watched the other episodes yet. I started watching it today with my daughter and it got me hooked. I won't lie, it got me hooked. Um, from the very beginning, I loved how they did the fire, earth, water, the whole vibe. Right, that intro was tough. That intro was tough, especially the fire part. Oh, the fire part looked amazing. The water and the fire part. Um, I was a little disappointed in the air because normally they show the avatar, the one who like bends the whole forest from the very beginning, with Team Avatar saving those people the earth from the Earth Kingdom, right? Well, I don't want to say the Earth Kingdom, but from that nation. And the people in the forest were about to be overthrown by firebenders, and Team Avatar comes in, right? And Aang, which is so funny, because he comes in and tries to waterbend after Katara was talking about how he's mastered waterbending, and he just does the small splash, right? He hits the guy in the face, and then she like corrects his form, and then obviously he starts waterbending correctly. Like that scene is just so epic because it's comedy, and Katara is normally not a funny person, but in the show, Katara is actually more funny than Sokka. Sokka is actually not funny in the live action. He's quite a serious character, which I love about him to a certain extent. Because I do feel like since he doesn't have any bending, his humor was what made him a quality member of Team Avatar. But his story is very deep in the live action. Like you get to be emotional with Sokka because he goes through a lot. But I don't want to start with that. Episode one was just amazing, man. It got me from the jump. I just absolutely loved the introduction to Azula and her dad. Azula and her dad were the greatest add-ons so far that I've come to, because I don't feel Fire Lord in the anime at all. He's just not, like, you don't feel fear, you don't feel evil, nothing. In the live action, you feel this dude's presence. Like he's a real douchebag. And the way he like talks to his soldiers, you can tell that he has no love for nobody. Even the way he talks to his daughter, you can tell that he's manipulating her. He doesn't respect her. He doesn't like her. He's just using her to get his hands clean, and for them to do all the dirty work. Same thing with Zuko. He doesn't love Zuko. He doesn't care about Zuko. He just wants people that can do his dirty breeding, while he sits on the throne and not have to do anything. But you can feel how cunning and evil he is in the live action. But there's one thing that I liked about this live action when it comes to Azula is that you can tell that there's a disconnect between her and the dad. As much as she loves and respects her father, but there's still that, mm, I know better, but because you are in the position that you are in and because you're my dad, I'm going to bite my tongue. But I love the fact that there's a soldier who's like, nah, I see you as Fire Lord, because we never got to see that in the anime, in the comics or whatever, because everything was so centered around the Fire Lord, and then Zuko obviously overthrows him at the end. But what I liked about this is the fact this dude was like, nah, I'm pledging allegiance to you. Even though the Fire Lord is putting me above you in this mission, I still look at you. I still serve you. I still serve the realm. And I look at you as Fire Lord. Even though he doesn't say it directly, but that's the implication. That's what he implies. And I really enjoy that. That scene was the best scene action wise in terms of look. Because first of all, that thing ain't real. So for them to create it and make it look that scary, that intense, that horrific, that powerful, that was amazing. And to make the bending look that great. The air bending didn't look that amazing, but the water bending looked incredible in that scene, and I loved it. I just disagree with Aang, man. Like I just don't feel the kid that's playing Aang. I feel like he's trying too much. The same way, like I don't feel the dude that's playing One Piece, um, Inaka or something like that. I don't feel him as Luffy. So these are just my feelings on the matter. But nonetheless, but that serpent scene is still my favorite hands down because that serpent looked amazing, especially when the the firebender started attacking, and then it looked like it was fighting them. And then as soon as Sokka said, "Oh, now it looks like it's on our side. It's fighting the firebenders." That thing looked at them. I was like, "Oh, y'all thought we friends? Nah, nigga, I'm coming after y'all." And then Aang obviously goes in to distract it, which looked scary as hell because that thing was right on his behind and it was chasing him to the point where I was like at the edge of my seat because it just looked like it was about to catch Aang every single time. And the way that it was moving underwater, it was so fast, so intense. Mind you, me, Aang is fast in the air. So to be able to catch up with Aang in that situation speaks volumes on how horrific and intense the serpent actually looks, or dragon, whatever the hell you want to call it. And the fact that everyone was like, hey, Aang doing this alone is not enough. The Kyoshi warriors came in and they did their thing, which looked tough, bruh. It looked tough. The way that they distracted it when it was about to catch Aang and they threw the fans, which hurt it. I was like, shh, that was tough, bro. That was tough. That scene was just epic. Absolutely loved it. And then obviously it popped back up because it was like, hey, miss me? And then everybody obviously was terrified as hell because they're like, okay, we threw everything we had at this dude and he's still up. He still wants to fight. And then it just randomly started waterbending, which made it even more horrific because try and imagine something that can kill you um just by eating it. And it's 1,000 times bigger than you and it moves 1,000 times faster than you. Like everything that you can think of is 1,000 times better than you. And then randomly it can use water as a weapon. It can even shoot ice, by the way. This thing is scary. But another tough scene, which I absolutely loved, was when Katara jumped in the water. I was like, nah, I'm gonna fight this thing. And she came in with the ice and she was sliding. Oh, that was tough, bro. That was tough. That scene was so freaking epic. Oh my god. And with Aang in the air distracting it, using airbending, and then eventually when she started going in and she tried to really like sink this thing, and then Aang was like, oh no, she can't do this alone, I'm gonna join her. Which actually speaks to the level of Aang's waterbending, because for him to match Katara at this moment spoke volume of how much he's learned under her. And then this thing just randomly starts water bending and ice bending. I was like, God damn, they're about to die. But then Katara just looked amazing, bro. This scene was so tough, man. I really enjoyed it. And then when, well, I thought they chopped off its head when the head landed on the land. But then we get to see that it's just bruised on the side. It has a major cut. Oh wow, it's my watch damage. I wonder what happened. Um, and we thought it's dead, and they thought, hey, Aang was like, I did not mean to kill it, and that thing was still like twitching, and it was tweaking, and it was tweaking, and it was tweaking, and then Katara was like, oh no, I'm not about to heal this thing. We about to heal it, and Aang was like, hey, I've never healed a day in my life. I just started learning waterbending. And one thing that I loved about this scene is that it shows just how amazing the live action is detailing things that the anime didn't even try to focus on. Because Aang never learned healing with his waterbending. He just focused more on the weapon side and just using it for fun, whatever. But he never learned the beauty about it, which is the healing aspect and how it changes people's lives like that. I'm glad in the live action it actually shows that Aang can use healing because he's the Avatar. He should be able to use something that useful in his arsenal. And I'm glad that they actually gave it to him here in the live action. I loved the scene. I absolutely loved it. I think that would be. I think they should have closed the episode with that. The character development of Zuko in this episode too, because he's literally going through turmoil, fighting with his uncle, meeting new people who are extremely kind and good to him. That's forcing him to be kind and good, and he's taking on the big brother relationship with this kid that he meets, and then he meets a girl, which I'm assuming he's looking at her like a sister that he never had in Azula, because Azula was just evil from birth, bro. She was evil. Like you can see even in the flashback when they kids that she was bullying him, bro. She was about to hit this nigga with a rock that she heated up with firebending. And if the mother did not come through, bro, Zuko would have more than that scar on his eye. He probably would have brain damage with a scar across his face or something. But nonetheless, Zuko's flashbacks are amazing. To the boulder scene, the boulder. That's another character I did not like. I feel the way he looks is like nothing compared to the anime guy. The boulder is actually a funny character. Like this guy is not funny at all. The guy that plays the boulder, um, it looks like a sumo wrestler trying to be a wrestler and something else like Bloodsport vibes. But I loved how tough Tough is. Like her scenes with the boulder was so amazing because things make sense and how she uses the earth bending and one. But I don't like the earth bending in the live action. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just doesn't look appealing. There's just too much sand and not too much earth. It's more like rock and sand. Like they're using the rocks under the sand, and the sand is the visuals of the plane. It just doesn't look too appealing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even with the boulder fighting her and everybody cheering on, like it didn't feel as intense as the anime. Like Tough humiliated this dude in a tough way. Like even in the live action, she does humiliate him, but not in the way that it was so intense in the. Because I feel like they dragged it in the live action. As much as Tough looked tough, she looked amazing. Um, she just looked amazing in Earthbending. Okay, she did her thing. Like she's playing tough pretty well. Even though I don't like how she looks. Number one, she's really tall, and this is just her first season. By season three, she's gonna be really tall. So I'm like worried about these people and how fast they're growing up. Because even the way her hair's sitting, I don't know if it's her eyes or what. The fact that how they made her look blind, I don't know, man. She just looks a little weird, but I'm not gonna dwell too much on it because the actor has done an incredible job playing tough. So I love that. Um, she earthbends amazingly, but I don't like how it ends, man. Like I just wanted to see more action, more amazing scenes, comedic scenes from the boulder, because he's one of the important characters in making tough look tough. And the best part for me, I have to speak about this. I have to speak about this for episode two was just how amazing the the fights between Azula, Zuko, and Aang. That three-way battle was so tough, bruh. Tough, tough, tough. The firebending just looks amazing. I think that's the best thing that they've captivated in all the elements. I think firebending as well as lightning. I think those are the most epic ones that they've shown us so far. Earth doesn't look appealing at all. Earthbending, and then waterbending just looks a little weird, but it looks cool. Just not as dope as firebending. And mind you, to me, firebending was the least of my favorite in the anime. The only firebending I enjoyed was from Azula because she used blue firebending, and the dope thing about it is you see how amazing Azula is. I've been saying Azula is the best bender, not just firebender, but the best bender after Aang. I think Aang's the best bender, and then Azula is second. I think she's a better bender than even Fire Lord's. Fire Lord is nah. I haven't seen anything from him that comes close to what we've seen from Azula. Azula fought seven people on her own. She first fought five, then she fought seven, and then when she saw like, okay, I'm not gonna win here. This is just basically like a stalemate, and they closing in on me. She zapped Uncle Iroh, shot that nigga down, and then bounced, which was dope because it set up the scene to Zuko actually going through more turmoil because he just lost the good people that that were basically helping him. So now they're giving him another reason to be good because he has to take care of Uncle Iroh. Because Uncle Iroh has basically been his raft, saving him the whole time and keeping him at bay. That's why he's been rogue the whole time. But now, because he has to take care of Uncle Iroh, he's forced to be good now. And now it's also putting on more weight on him learning on how to redirect lightning. Because I loved the fact that Uncle Ara was like, nah, bro, you can't fight Azula. You need to learn how to redirect lightning. And I absolutely love that. It was just amazing. So these are the things that I really want to um, touch on, man. It's like really amazing and on how they've showcased everything. And then obviously later on, we get to meet Jet and his gang. And I love how Jet here is actually shown as an actual villain and not shown like the cool dude that just sweeps in and try to play the hero and then only reveal later that he's so far gone with revenge and whatnot. They showing it from the jump in his introduction that Jet is not a nice guy. And I like that because in the anime they try to make it look like he was good just going through something, But here they show that he's not a nice guy. This dude wants to steal food and he just wants to steal food for himself. He doesn't want to help no one else eat, even though you can see so many people are starving. You can see they are sick, they are elder, they are children, and he's like, "No, bro, I just want to eat bread. Leave me alone." So I love that they showed how villainous he is because that's a horrible character trait to have. I don't care what you're going through, but for you to be that selfish, I hate that. I hate that. Um, like episode 3 was the worst out of all the 3 episodes that I watched. Soccer going through depression, bruh. This nigga was going. This is why I say this version of soccer is so dope because his character development is amazing because they showing emotions galore on his character. Like there's no sense of humor. It's just him going through it. Mind you, me this guy has not met his dad yet, and they showing like how the fact that Princess Yui died and it's affecting him because in the anime he just moves on, he just flies off, and that was the end of that. We don't see him breaking down in the anime, but I love the fact that we see him breaking down here, and I love the fact that it was Katara the one that was like holding him together because in the anime they're not close at all. In fact, they're always at odds. But I like here that Katara is the one with the sense of humor, and she's so caring in the show and looks after her brother. Please, 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 do not spoil anything for me. I've only watched the first 3 episodes of season 2, and I'll be watching more of the episodes, and I'll be doing more reviews on them. Hopefully tomorrow, whenever, before I go back to work. I want to finish the whole season because I still want to review Power as well. That's something I'm still watching. I want to review House of Dragons as well. That's still playing, and then I want to do a complete full analysis of From is crazy. Y'all, season 4 was intense, bro. Season 4 was it season 4, season 5, but the latest season was intense. It was amazing. Right now it's finished, so I just want to do a review of the whole season. It won't be long. It won't be as long as this. I'm sorry that I made this video so long. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening this far if you've made it this far. And since you've taken your time to listen to what I have to say about Avatar, clearly you're a fan of Avatar. And clearly you must be a fan of me because you listened to my voice for 44 minutes and counting. So I just want to say thank you for listening. I appreciate you. I hope you are gonna take the time to subscribe right now, like right now, right now, right now, right now, and like the video, man. Share it with your friends. Have a discussion. Let's have a discussion. Join in the comment section. Let's all have a discussion. I am willing to respond to everybody. I love each and every single one of you. Please do subscribe. Peace and love to you all.